Welcome to Ladies Tired Podcast, to Besties Talk Show. I'm Yauke and I have Jay with me. Hey Jay, how are you?
Hey Kay, I'm doing good, thank you. How about you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. So, Jay, do you go through Instagram Reels?
I don't.
You don't? Oh gosh. So
I
basically, I have came across so many videos about like mental health
Mhm.
and then how the teenagers or like how adult people they handle like majorly apparently I watched a video. I don't know how true it is, but like he said
Mhm.
the major mental health is affected by people who are in their late 20s and then um, mid 40s. They are the major people who get affected by mental health and then they get into
Mhm.
depression, and those are the people they commit suicide. So which is
Mhm.
very sad. So my question is, it, like we all have like different type of stress, anxiety and depression and panic, whatever. um so how do you deal with your stress?
Yeah, before answering your question, I have another question for you. So,
Mm-hmm.
did you, uh, like, did he tell you that what is the reason for that, like, mental health issue?
Yeah,
Because I think
basically like in late.
they particularly mentioned the age group, right? So I just want to know, like,
Yeah, he just vaguely mentioned it. He mentioned it like late 20s and mid 40s. um yeah, I think he mentioned like saying like in that age, late 20s, we try to figure it out what kind of work, where we fit ourselves, what we are gonna do, what is our life. That's where we struggle. In mid 40s, we struggle with the financial and then our family burden. So these are the things where we struggle. So to deal with that, like we have to, before all these happening, we just have to, he also said like this is where the suicide case increased in these age criterias.
Mhm.
So to just avoid all those, he mentioned like, I don't think so he mentioned anything, but he just gave us statistics and he mentioned the why they have it. I don't think so he mentioned anything how to get over it. So yeah. So how, my question is, how do you deal with your mental health?
Okay, so firstly, when I feel that I am stressed, okay,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
first I'll try to identify what is the reason, okay, like why I am feeling
Mm-hmm.
like, and
Mm-hmm.
after that, I just think whether I am stressing on something which is in my control or which isn't in my control.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
So if
Mm.
I'm stressing over the things which are in my control, then
Mm.
I'll just take necessary steps. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And if I am stressed out about things which aren't in my control, then initially I was really unable to deal with that, because I know that things
Mm-hmm.
aren't in my control, but at the same time it took a lot of time for me to accept. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
if that's the case, I just reach out to my friends, and
Mm-hmm.
like I don't particularly expect a solution.
So I'm your friend, right?
Yeah, I reach out to you. Most of the times it would be like calling you immediately, like calling you J,
Yeah.
sorry, K, this thing happened. And I think, like, even if something goes wrong, or even if you're stressed out, you call me, right? Like, J, this thing happened. Like,
Yeah, obviously. The
I want to tell you something. Like, yeah. So I just reach out to my
Yeah.
friends, and yeah, that's how I just deal with it. And I'm
Okay.
not like
Okay.
a pro at dealing with this. Okay, I'm still figuring out how to
Mm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know do this thing properly. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
handling things properly.
Mm-hmm. That's a good thing. But by the way, um I just want to say something to our viewers, or I mean to our listeners. Guys, please subscribe to our podcast. We really work hard to do this podcast. This is something like, um, this is like our hobby. This is something we are very passionate hobby. I don't know whether it's a word, but yeah. So please subscribe to our podcast and then like and comment, like, what do you think about our podcast. So yeah. Okay, how I deal with my stress, anxiety. You know what? Let's talk in Tanglish. We got so many suggestions to talk in Tanglish. So why not we talk in a Tanglish? So yeah. So how I deal with my stress, anxiety, whatnot is, first thing, I just, if I wanna cry, I'll cry loud. Not loud. I'll just go to my bathroom or bedroom. I'll just cry. I'll just vent it out.
Open the tap,
Then lay.
open
Yeah.
the faucet, and
Actually, I do that. You know,
I do that
I
too.
open Have you watched that movie Chennai 28? Jay?
I did watch that
He
particular
got.
clip wherein actor Jay opens the tap. He sits in one corner. He starts crying, like
No,
crying.
he sits in a toilet position, like,
Yeah,
in
Malasana,
ancient way, toilet
right?
position.
Yeah, yeah, it's Malasana.
Malasana.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and he
Okay, I don't.
literally cried
And then
like a
he cry, he will be
crybaby.
like, ah, yeah,
Yeah.
ayo, yanda.
Huh.
Like that he will cry.
But I
Like
don't
that
do
he will
like
cry,
that.
and then so, I don't want to know the details of you cry, but then you cry
No,
when
let
you're
me tell
taking
the
shower.
details. You know how
You
I
know
cry?
what?
I just, you know how I cry? I just go. I just go to my bathroom and
Yeah.
then turn
Mm,
on the tap. Okay. And then I don't know why,
mm-hmm.
after turning on the tap, I don't feel like crying at all. I literally try to cry. Okay. Because I literally forget the purpose why I entered into my bathroom. Okay. Then I'll recall it. Okay, I entered to cry. So I'll be like, okay, I should cry now. Cry, cry. Jay, cry. and then and then
Oh
I'll
my
just wash my
god, that's so
face in the stomach.
hilarious.
Yeah. So most
Mm,
of the times this
I,
happens.
I, mm, it's so funny. Like, you just open the tab, and then you'll be standing there. Are you? Are you? I ஐயோ! வரலையே! நான் என்னத்த பண்ணுவேன்? Like that.
Yeah,
And then,
exactly.
சரி ஓகே. I don't
Adda
feel like
varlalla.
crying இப்போ. I'll
Adda I'll try, and
I don't
at
feel
one point I'll be fed up. Okay, trying. I'll be like, Adda varlalla.
mm,
Sorry, at least face wash out பண்ணிட்டு போயிரும். That would be literally me most of the time.
yeah, yeah. I try like I don't know how to say it, but like most of the time I come to you. Duh.
Mhm.
Obviously, I come to you and then or I go to a bathroom. And then you know what is the funny thing? When I'm crying, I listen to music.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, have you heard the song in what is that Dhanush movie? ஒரு நாளில் எத்தனை கணம் தானனனனனனன. It's Dhanush movie, and then it's also Yuvan Shankar Raja music. Um, some po- some movie. Selva Raghavan director. I forgot the name.
Is it
Pudupete. Oh my god, the movie name is
okay?
yeah,
I think
yeah. It's a
I think there is another popular tune, right, from Polladavan, like something like that.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, I think
yeah. I think that
we
is
are diverting.
Polladavan.
I think we are diverting the
Yeah.
topic.
So uh, true.
Let me pull you back.
So I just listen to the music. Vandru. So when I want to cry, I just listen to a music and then I cry.
Mhm.
Then I will when I'm leaving the bathroom, I'll just so yeah, that's how I cry. That's how I meant myself. And if I'm happy, obviously, like I listen to music and then I dance. Um, yeah, that's how I went my depression, anxiety. Oh, like I one time I had panic attack, but I haven't told any of my family member. And then Jay, what happened?
No, it's just kids around me, and they are making sounds. And we are recording a podcast here. So
Yeah.
yeah, let's continue.
Mm, so one time what happened? Um, I was in Hyderabad, and then I was in my bed. Just I was about to go to bed, and then all of a sudden I started like sweating, and then like I started feeling so very weird, like so anxious, like my hands started shaking. It was like a typing like that. And then I don't know how to express that, so I just went to bathroom, and then I started, I turned on the shower. I started taking shower. um so yeah, and then I don't know, I just felt so calm few minutes later. So that was my first time experiencing anxiety or panic attack, whatever you say. I told this to one of my friend who's a doctor. This is how I felt it, like I don't know what was it. And then I was having a breathing difficulty at the time. I don't know why I went to shower, and I started taking cold shower. And then she said like, oh, that's kind of like a symptoms of overthinking and having a panic attack. So it's a good thing that you try to release yourself with the water cleanse everything. So it's a good thing, she told me, because like our body is built up of 80% of water. So it's a really good thing that you immediately did it. I don't know if you learned somewhere or you just did it because you want to do it. So yeah, one second, my grandma is calling me. One second, I'll just attend her call while I'm talking to you. ஆமா ஆ வீட்லம்மா ஒரு நிமிஷம் ஆ நான் ஒரு கொஞ்ச நேரத்தில் கால் பண்ணவா நான் ஒரு 15 மினிட்ஸில் கால் பண்ணுறேம்மா ஆ bye.
Okay, you can
Sorry,
cut
that
this
was
part.
my grandma.
You don't want to cut this part?
No, that's fine. Let's just keep it raw and real. It's fine. So yeah, how do you express your happiness, Jay? What do
um,
you do when you're so happy?
I think again I'll call my friends, and before that I'll just go to my mom and I'll spend some, quality time with her. I'll make her laugh. I'll make my brother laugh, and then I just come back to my
Oh,
room.
that's so
Then
cute.
I call my friends and I'll just tell, like my friends, they are literally, they identify something is different with me, okay? Because when I'm happy now,
Yeah,
I become hyper, what to say, like hyperactive, okay? I'll become like a kid
yeah,
who is hyperactive.
yeah,
So they will find it anyway. I think you know it, right? And yeah,
yeah.
that's how I express my happiness. Yeah. And what about you?
That's
How
cute.
do you express it?
How do I express my happiness? Yes, you told me. Like, yeah, I think I just mentioned it. Like, I listen to music. Like, for me, music is everything. Like, when I'm sad, I'll listen to music. When I'm happy, I'll listen to music. And then when I want to achieve something in my life, and then I really need like a motivation, I'd listen to like Rajini songs, and then I listen to
Like it goes
yeah,
like
I
that
listen to
song
like
goes like
hmm?
that song goes like
That
this. வாழ்க்கையில்
ஒருவன்
ஆயிரம்
ஒருவன் முதலாளி உலகின்
bro.
மற்ற தொழிலாளி.
I'm singing another song and
Oh.
you're singing another song. Okay. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah. If I'm feeling motivated, I'll just listen to Tamil songs, and then if I'm very happy, you know what song? Tapalesi Pate.
Okay, that's a Telugu song.
That is in my new
Hmm.
yeah, playlist. And then also like if I want, like, music is something I listen to music if I'm whatever mood I am. So yeah, that's how. And then like I also go and try try to spend some time with my mom, but
Eventually,
my
you
mom
end
is
up
fine,
fighting,
she's
right?
funny.
Like arguing, right?
Yeah, yeah, I end up irritating her, and then it will end up in an argument. So to try to avoid that, I just try to enjoy by myself. So yeah, and that's how I spend my time. uh but it was nice, Jay, to know, like, how you spend your time when you're happy, because I didn't know like you like to you know be around with your family. I thought you like to listen music, and then you'll be hyper and watching movie or something like that. i never I never seen you watching a movie, by the way.
Yeah, because I never do that. Like, because,
Wha-
like, most of the time, I just either work or study or what? That's all. Either study or work. That's it. And I'm not a fan of, like, what to say, going to theaters to watch movies. I
Mm-hmm.
like to do that, but occasionally, okay, like occasionally. And so yeah, I like to do that occasionally, and apart from that, it's just like study work. I just juggle between these two, and so if I have more time, then I just like to
Mm-hmm.
spend time with family.
That's cute. Also, you have some sugar foods.
That's a whole different story. Do you remember, like, when you stayed here in when you came India, when
Yeah.
you stayed in our home, like we used to eat all the sugary foods in the night before we sleep, and
Yeah.
then we used to get that sugar rush, and we used to, like, I don't know for what we laugh, but we used to laugh like crazy people.
We will
I
be like, oh, do you remember that Anna?
Kamalakannan Anna. I
Ka-
thought that,
Kamalakannan Anna.
yeah, he delivered Oreo milkshake and I think Irish coffee, something.
Coffee.
Huh.
Yeah.
When it was
I
raining
like
at
the Irish coffee.
3:30
It was so delicious.
a.m. in the morning. Yeah.
Bro, who would. Here's the thing, who would have Irish coffee 3:30 in the
I have.
morning? And
I
then we were so hyper.
Yeah.
We were laughing so much for
Yeah,
nothing.
I
Do
still
you
have
remember
that.
next day morning, like, do you remember next day morning I was telling auntie, last night we were laughing for no reason, and then auntie was like, எதுக்கு? Why? I don't know, auntie. தெரியலையா auntie எதுக்கு நாங்க சிரிச்சோம்?
Yeah.
And then you were like, and then after that, after everything, you were like, yeah, எதுக்கு நம்ம சிரிச்சோம்? Why we were laughing? Like, what was the reason? I said, I don't know why we were laughing. We were just laughing because of Kamalakanan Anna.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like right? Like, we are not supposed to
Mm.
order at that time according to my home rules. Okay, not exactly the rules. I think I'm like over exaggerating, but yeah. So, like, literally, I was like whispering. Okay, I was whispering to Kamalakan and Nana, like, please don't knock the door. Like that, I was
Bro,
whispering.
நீ இது பண்ணாத whisper. No, don't whisper. Because
I
I can't hear anything.
Okay, I just told, like,
You just say normal.
yeah, I just told him that Kamalakan Nana, don't knock the door, like window valiya kuduthurunga.
அண்ணா,
And he was like, literally,
அண்ணா,
he was,
டோர்
I don't
நாக்
know,
பண்ணாதீங்கண்ணா.
he was like, he was, smiling.
Yeah.
Maybe he
You were
thought that.
like, அண்ணா, டோரை நாக் மட்டும் பண்ணிடாதீங்கண்ணா. இங்க பக்கத்துலயே ஒரு விண்டோ இருக்கு பாருங்க. அதுல கொடுங்க.
Exactly.
போவாதுதான். பட் கொஞ்சம் அட்ஜஸ்ட் பண்ணி கொடுங்கண்ணா. And then, later after he gave the food, he was like smiling.
Yeah,
And then we also said bye, Anna.
yeah,
Bye. He's like, Amma, bye, bye.
yeah. Hmm.
So yeah, that was epic.
Yeah.
And then what happened? Yeah, and then after that we had like some food. Did we have pizza on that day?
No, I think it was
Yeah,
the
we had
next
pizza.
day. No, it's the next day. We had it on next day, not on the same
Mm,
day.
yeah.
We had pizza.
So
We had
food is
salad.
also, I don't know. I don't know, Jay. We are just going out of topic. We were talking
Yeah,
about mental health. Now we were
yeah,
talking about
yeah,
Swiggy,
yeah.
Kamalakanana.
I think
Uh,
like
but
we have
also,
to back to the topic again. So, guys, like,
yeah.
actually, Okay, like when people are stressed out and when they are depressed now, like even when
Mm,
even during my initial days, where I
mm,
couldn't figure out what to do, like how to handle this, I used to
mm,
eat a lot. I think it's called
mm.
stress eating, if I'm not wrong. Like I used to like
Exactly, same.
eat,
Even I
yeah,
had that.
yeah, I used to eat a lot in a way that I know that
Mm,
I can't eat all those. Okay, but even after knowing that, I used to order like crazy. Like for example, like peri peri French fries, then uh, salads from Subway, then momos from Wow Momos, then milkshake from Thick Milkshake Factory or something like Thick Shake Factory, I guess. So like
mm,
I used to order this, uh, within a span of 30 minutes, and I know while ordering
30
that,
minutes.
yeah, and I know that I can't eat all this thing. I mean, all this food. But even after
Oh,
knowing, I used to order it because, you know, I think that it came because of that over stress. Okay, then when I
mm,
discussed about my situation to my friend, so he eventually, helped me to get through this. So I think
mm,
like this depression or stress or anxiety, panic attack, whatever, when you are identifying it initially that you are in such situation, I personally want to say to everyone like who are going through tough situation to just reach out to
mm,
their loved ones. Okay, it not necessary. So see, if you're not able to reach out to your parents, okay, if you feel so, okay,
mm, mm,
I just tell them to reach out to their friends.
mm.
Like they should reach out to their friends and they should discuss that this thing is happening or I'm going through
Yeah,
this, because like few times now few people can handle it all alone, but few people can't handle it, and that's the reason why we are seeing many suicide cases nowadays. So I think like
true, true.
we should surround ourselves with you know uh, great friends. Okay, great friends,
Mm-hmm,
in the sense like who will be there for us in every or any
mm-hmm.
situation. Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's what I
true.
wanted to tell. I know, while I mean now while recording this podcast, we zoned out a lot, but this is something very important which I wanted to tell now. And
Mm.
yeah, I just want to hear what you want to tell about this.
I mean, some people they go through depression, anxiety, stress, all these like oh, you know what? Like because you were mentioning about food and stuff like that. You order so many food, but like you can't eat that much. I heard food and the place you were surrounded, the place and the area you were surrounded, that also plays a major role. How you brought up, how you are as a person, and then like and then especially food plays a major role for all these depression, anxiety, and then like panic attack. For all these it plays a major role because if you're having junk food, it basically it happens to me very often. If I'm having so much of junk food, pizza, burger, like any junk food, pizza, burger, whatever. If I'm having so much of junk food, the sugar spike level goes up, and then I feel
That's that's true.
very low, and then I feel very sad. I overthink a lot, and then because I'm overthinking, I'll eat something else. I'll eat
Yeah,
some
exactly.
sugary stuff, and then once I eat more sugary stuff, the sugar spike level goes up, and then I fall to I feel like I want to sleep. So I will sleep, and then I'll wake up later. My productivity is getting low throughout the day. So
Yeah,
so if I'm eating any junk food, so this is the cause, like, this is a routine of having a depression, anxiety. So this, like, your food plays a major role, especially like like preservative, highly preservative foods also
canned foods
play.
or yeah, like
Canned
frozen foods.
foods. Yeah, frozen foods are fine, but like it depends what kind of a frozen food you're
Yeah,
having. Like,
yeah,
especially
that's true.
if you cut your vegetables and you keep it in you put it in a freezer, that's fine. But like, if you cut your like, if you cook the fresh food and then you put it in a freezer, that's also fine. But if you cook the food and you leave it overnight and then you're putting it in a freezer, that's not right, because that's where like all the uh, good bacteria are staying there, and then like, all the bad bacteria are getting there and destroying the food, and then you're putting into a freezer, the food gets freezed, and then when you're having it, the good bacteria or bad bacteria get mixed,
Yeah,
like, get
mix.
collapsed,
Yeah,
and then, yeah, mixed and get collapsed, and then you're eating it. Yeah, and then like, that's why you feel sad.
yeah.
um
And
so
do you know, like, when I identified that I'm eating a lot, okay, I
mm-hmm,
thought, like, at one point I thought, because I put on weight, okay, you can see me, right? I put on weight. Like, I used to be so lean previously, but I feel like I'm not like, what to say, like, I did put on weight. I'm not like before. So I thought, like, I should get back
Arey,
to shape.
see, like, you were not obese, you were looking fine, you look nice.
Huh. Yeah,
You
yeah, that's
look
true. But I
still, you
thought,
look
like,
nice.
before, right?
Also, nothing happens, like, I always tell you or any of my friends, if you have any health issue, that time you can reduce weight. If you don't have
Yeah,
any health issue, you don't have to reduce weight,
yeah,
because
that's
you're
true.
already looking fine and good.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, anyway, continue.
But the reason why I thought, like, I should change my eating habits is because I can say, like, oh, I became more health conscious. So what I'm following nowadays is that before eating breakfast, I'm consuming some type of acid, for example, lactic acid, or you know
Mm,
citric acid, or this apple cider vinegar.
mm,
So what I'm doing, for lactic acid, I'm drinking buttermilk. For citric acid, lemon
mm,
juice. Okay,
mm,
so I just drink it before having my breakfast, because I heard
mm,
somewhere that in uh, if we are consuming it this way, before eating breakfast, these acids just protects the layer of our stomach. Okay,
mm,
and
mm,
I don't exactly remember which layer they mentioned, but this is what they said. Okay, so
mm,
that is for breakfast. And for lunch and dinner, I'm having a plate full of salads. So I'm including carrots, cucumber, and cabbage at times. Okay.
Mm.
And it's I'm feeling I'm full. Okay, how I'm feeling I'm full is like I'm eating this plate full of salad, and I'm eating just a small cup of rice, because the salad itself fills my tummy, right? So
Mm.
this way I think that it will really help.
Mm-hmm. What is that, Jay?
Okay, you want to
I
hear
can
that?
hear
Yeah, so
you.
basically it's my clock. Okay, clock in my room. It will
Okay.
do the sound for 5 hours.
You got so you got so anxious. You were like,
Yeah, I just turned off the volume, in my mic. But okay, I thought like let our audience listen. So what happens is that clock literally does that ding 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 thing. If it's 5 p.m., okay, it does that ding ding thing 5 times. Okay, if it's 12 p.m.,
mm.
sorry, 12 a.m. or p.m., whatever, it does 12 times. Girl, it's
Oh
such a
gosh.
horrible sound to listen,
Oh my
but then
god.
yeah, yeah.
12 times. Imagine if you're sleeping in middle of the night and then
But
like
but
it goes
but in the
12
night
times
it
ding ding ding
doesn't
ding.
it doesn't give, I mean, create this much sound because it works on solar power. Okay, so if it's night time,
Mm.
then the sound will be very minimal. Even we can't hear. We can hear
Oh,
it
that's
only if
nice.
we are near to it.
Oh,
Yeah, like
okay,
near
okay.
to it in the sense
But
we
yeah,
should just take our ear towards it and listen. Then only we can hear it. Yeah. But yeah, I think today's podcast is sound. Like we did speak about mental health, but I think we zoned out much as well. I think like
no, I feel like we have spoke enough. And then we also spoke about like how we deal with our mental health, how what we do, and then these are the things like we are not telling the audience what to do, what not to do.
yeah,
We are
yeah,
just
that's
telling
the
the
thing. I
audience,
want to be, I want to make clear, guys. Like we are
yeah,
not suggesting you to do this, follow this. No, we are not doing that because we are not mental health advisors or therapists to do that. But
true,
we have shared how we dealt in the past.
yeah,
And it's purely, this podcast purely is based on our experience, and we are not suggesting you or advising you anything. But personally, if okay, if you ask what would you say to people who are suffering or going through such thing like this, I would sorry, I would just
that's fine.
tell them that they should reach out to their loved ones, be it their parents or their friends.
Or if you're someone like, I know a few of my friends, I have some friends who don't like to talk to anyone about their mental health. They will just say, oh, you don't, உனக்கு தெரியாது நான் என்ன போயிட்டு இருக்குன்ட்டு எனக்கு என்ன I'm going through, you just shut your mouth. So
Bro, like
uh,
let me
என்
tell
வலி,
you honestly, I literally, like, you know like everyone go through something, and
mm,
everyone feel like their problem is big, but there are more bigger and bigger problems out there. So people
mm,
who talk like this now, okay, I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings here, but
mm,
I literally feel that they are so childish, because like they have, see, there are billions of people in this world, and Like, I don't get it. Like, how do they think or feel that way? Because, bro, everyone
Mm,
is going through their own battle. It's just because
yeah.
they're laughing and talking to you, they're smiling, and they're maintaining that, their charisma outside. Okay, that
Mm,
doesn't mean that they are happy and joyful inside, right? So
yeah.
when people say that, like, even if, if people from my close circle, thankfully no one told that till now to me, but even if they
Mm,
say that, I would just try. Initially I will try to, try to make them open up about this particular thing. But if they are not understanding still, then I would just leave, like, okay, they will realize it eventually. But I'll make sure by saying that, bro, see, I am there for you. You can reach out to me whenever you want.
mm. Yeah, but I have few of my friends, they say like, உனக்கு தெரியாது என் வாழ்க்கையில என்னலாம் போயிட்டு இருக்குன்னு.